Hey guys, and welcome to Swami Studios. I'm your host, Swami, and today I'm bringing you guys the Josh Gibson My Player Series, episode number 30. There will be one or two more of these after this one, sometime in the future, before the next baseball season, of course. I don't know how often I'll do it, but it's just going to be finishing up the series, making the Hall of Fame, getting the 800 home runs, that stuff. What I want to talk about in this episode is none of my opinions. I want all of your opinions. I want you to be here for the ride. I want you to let me know who you think deserves it, who you want, but I don't want you to gather your opinions until you listen to this whole commentary, and at the end I want you to let me know. Just promise me that you'll do that, because if I start hearing people going off about things I said in the commentary, I'm going to be very annoyed. Who deserves to be put into the Hall of Fame from this year's class for Major League Baseball? There are a lot of players, and before I get into the players, I wanted to make a point. There are a few players who are eligible who have been accused of or have admitted to taking steroids. Now, the steroids are anabolic steroids. They're not designer steroids, they're not HGH. Anabolic steroids are for muscle mass. That is it. You still have to put the work in at the gym. Still got to build yourself up. Regardless, they were not illegal until after the 2003 season. There was no penalty until after the 2007 season. Now, my point for this is they were not illegal in baseball. And since the beginning of baseball, roughly 90% of baseball players have used performance-enhancing drugs who are in the Hall of Fame. Roughly 90%. I'm going to go all the way back. Babe Ruth used them. Tried injecting testosterone into himself. Hank Aaron, Mike Schmidt used amphetamines. A lot of other players used amphetamines. A lot of players used... Pud Galvin was one of the first ones to ever be documented. That was in 1889. 1889. They've been around. And he was found of using extract from the testicles of dogs and guinea pigs to take the testosterone and inject it into himself. Players have been doing it for a long time. 90%, roughly 90% of players have used them who are in the Hall of Fame. I want you to wrap your mind around that for a second. If you name 10 baseball players who are in the Hall of Fame, Lou Gehrig, Babe Ruth, Mickey Mantle, Roger Maris, Phil Rizzuto, let's name a few others, Hank Aaron, Mike Schmidt, Willie Mays, maybe one or two more. 9 out of 10 of them used performance-enhancing drugs. The amphetamines that they used improved their awareness, their reaction time, it lowered their fatigue, and it did a lot of other things. These substances were not legal. They were not banned. People used them. If you want to condemn people for using steroids, when it only builds up muscle strength, people who use HGH, that's a different story. That was outlawed when this whole thing was going on. And Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens and those people did not use HGH. And they were never accused of it either. Regardless, if you're going to condemn people for using said substances, you have to understand that you're basically making it a double standard, and that every person in the Hall of Fame who used them is fine, but because they did it more recently, they are not. That is my point. Now, here's the list of players who are eligible for the Hall of Fame this year. Jack Morris. Fantastic pitcher. 254 wins, 186 losses. Not fantastic pitcher. A 3.9 ERA. He was a MVP for the World Series. Had 527 starts. 2,478 strikeouts. Good career. Very good career. He won the 1991 World Series pretty much single-handedly. Pitched a 10-inning shutout. Won that game 1-0. Next is Jeff Bagwell, who is a lifetime 297 hitter, 449 home runs, 202 stolen bases. Another great player, Bags. He would go along with Craig Biggio and Lance Berkman, part of the Killer Bee trio, and Carlos Beltran at one point. Really solid player. He's in his 3rd year of the ballot. Jack Morse is in his 14th. Lee Smith, the former saves leader. He's not the premier type pitcher. He's a 71-92 record as a closer. 3.03 ERA, 478 saves. Before Trevor Hoffman and Mariano Rivera, he was the saves leader. He's in his 11th season. Tim Raines, 294 average, 808 stolen bases and 170 home runs. A 385 on base percentage, and a fantastic all-around player. He was Rickey Henderson-esque for a long time. He played 23 seasons. He's in his 6th year. Alan Trammell, 285 hitter, Detroit Tiger fan favorite, apparently. I don't know too much about him. 185 home runs, 236 stolen bases, and I guess he was really liked. He's in his 12th season. Edgar Martinez, quite possibly the best sole DH hitter of all time. 312 career batting average, 309 home runs, 1,200 RBI, 2,247 hits. All the players I've named have over 2,200 hits. Just putting that out there. Solely a DH, 515 slugging percentage, 418 on base. He's in his 4th season. Fred McGriff, 284 hitter, first baseman in DH. 493 career home runs, 2,490 hits, 1,550 RBI, 377 on base percentage, 509 slugging percentage, and he played for 19 seasons. Larry Walker, and this is his 4th season, both Edgar and Fred McGriff 4th season. Larry Walker, 3rd year on the ballot, 313 lifetime hitter, 383 home runs. A fantastic presence in baseball, and he also has 2,160 hits in 17 seasons. Mark McGwire, king of swing, 263 lifetime average, 394 on base percentage, 588 slugging percentage, 583 home runs, 7th year on the ballot. Donnie Baseball, Don Mattingly, 307 lifetime average, 358 on base, 2,153 hits, 222 home runs in 14 seasons. Dale Murphy, this is his 13th season on the ballot. Dale Murphy, this is his last chance. 265 batting average, 398 home runs as a shortstop, 161 stolen bases, 2,111 hits in 18 seasons. Rafael Palmeiro, 288 average, 569 home runs, 3,020 hits in 20 seasons. He lied about using steroids, and he also used HGH, I believe. That's my only note on him. Bernie Williams, 297 lifetime average, 287 home runs, 2,336 hits in 16 seasons. Big fan favorite in New York. This is his 2nd season on the ballot. And now here are the first years. I'm not going to go over every one of them, but the big names I'll go. Barry Bonds, 298 lifetime average, 444 on base, 607 slugging percentage, 762 home runs, all-time leader, 1,996 RBI, 2,935 career hits in 22 seasons. Roger Clemens, 354 wins, 184 losses, 312 ERA, and 4,672 strikeouts, 7 Cy Young Awards. Barry Bonds won 7 MVPs. Curt Schilling, 216 and 146 with a 3.46 ERA and 3,116 strikeouts. Kenny Lofton, 299 career hitter, 2,428 hits, 622 stolen bases, and in 17 seasons. Craig Biggio, 281 hitter, 3,060 hits, 291 home runs in 20 seasons. He played at least 400 games at 7 different positions. 7. After that, Sammy Sosa, 273 lifetime hitter, 609 home runs. He used steroids and corked his bat and used HGH and had horrible plastic surgery done. David Wells, Steve Finley, Julio Franco. He played for 23 seasons, but he played until he was 48 years old. 298 lifetime hitter, 2,586 hits, 173 home runs, 281 stolen bases, 417 career slugging percentage, and one of the oldest players. He's the Satchel Paige of hitting. Reggie Sanders, Sean Green, great player. Jeff Cirillo, seasons pretty much cut short. Sandy Alomar Jr., 273 lifetime hitter. I don't know how many hits he got. It's a number. I don't know. I can't tell at the moment, but 1,236. That doesn't seem right. But either way, he's played a long time, and he has, I think, 1,600 games as a catcher. And I actually missed somebody. Mike Piazza, 308 average, 427 home runs, 2,127 hits, and one of the most well-known catchers in baseball history. Those are the names. Let me know who you think belongs in the Hall of Fame this year. Let me know who you think belongs in the Hall of Fame in general. And like I said, I beg you to take into account that not about 90% of people who are in the Hall of Fame of baseball use performance-enhancing drugs. So to criticize people who use them when they were not illegal or banned is far-fetched and ridiculous. People who have used them from 2004 forward or 2007 forward, that's a bit different a story. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll be talking to you guys later. Peace 'em out.